So, I think about an hour has passed, a little over an hour. It's 1:26 in the morning, January 2nd. Honestly, at this point, I think I'm going to try and do this whole chapter in one day, just with breaks, basically. Or night, day, whatever. Started at like 5:30 at night on New Year's. Recorded an episode. That was, I think, a little over 2 hours. Then waited, had dinner, recorded a second episode, which I think was a little under an hour, 2 hours, so essentially 4 hours of playthrough, I believe. And here we go. It's time for the investigation of Nagito's death. I'm tempted to think something is up. I'm tempted to think, given it's the fifth, the one thing that is on my mind, I didn't mention it, the fifth case had a fake body, a fake murder. And I guess you could argue it technically was the final death as well. Fifth case was consistent in both of those regards. The game kind of went out of its way to say, hey, the parallels maybe are over. But there's a lot of parallels here. Now, I don't know what to think of that. I don't really know why Nagito would fake his own death. Now, there's certainly arguments for it. But I highly doubt Monokuma would play along with it. So I definitely think, in all likelihood, Nagito is really dead. I think it's late enough in the game where it's believable. If it was even if it was last chapter, I would be like, there's no fucking way. Not in a million years. But it's just late enough in the game, and the way they set everything up in this chapter, I honestly do believe it. However, Nagito, because that was the thing, right? Nagito was like the orchestra. He was orchestrating everything to the bitter end. And it's not completely impossible that someone finally took Nagito up on his offer and the two of them coordinated all of this to set up his own death and eventually a perfect crime in their mind. And the torturing was more just part of the gimmick. However, I don't think that's the case. I think this was a murder. I don't know if it was the traitor or not, but I do think this was a murder. Very possibly it was. The traitor makes the most sense. We're supposed to suspect the traitor, and it would line up with what Nagito was saying, that, you know, I'll expose the traitor even if it costs me my life. But it's Nagito. So I don't know. But, I mean, only further makes you question. And literally, what do we get? We get a Monokuma theater where Monokuma just outright tells us nothing is real. Everything is a lie, right before we see Nagito's body. The game has been trolling since day one, but what does it all mean? Are they trolling us to be like, hey, we're going to tell you exactly what's going on 20 million times? Or are they trolling us because it's all a red herring? I don't know. Is this island real? Is anything that we've seen, aside from maybe the very beginning, because if you remember, how'd the game start? Hajime went into the fucking Matrix. Is anything real? Is everything a lie? God, I don't know. God, you know, at this point, I don't even know. I mean, it seems like the first game did really happen, but, like, it's hard for me to believe anything at this point with this series. Like, this series is just a mindfuck. I'm probably going to find my ability to resist playing this entire game nonstop until I finish it. But in the next, probably on the night of the second, morning of the third, I'm probably going to finish this game the way I'm going. Now, probably not, because I'll need to record some normal stuff for my current content in early January, but, like, I'm going to finish this as quickly as I can without interfering my attempt at a daily January. And the good thing is, once I do finish this, then I can get off this damn game, because I'm at the point now, Chapter 5, I'm, like, totally hooked. I've loved this game, but, you know, it kind of was the same thing with Danganronpa 1. When I got near the end, I was just like, oh my god, I have to finish this, and I'm in the exact same mode, and if this game could give us anything like Junko at the end, I would nut. But also, the explanations and the reveals and stuff are killing me, and we're getting further and further, and we still haven't really gotten any of them, and we're already at the death of this case. So I'm hoping the investigation and the actual trial lends itself to a lot of sauce, but this is going to be insane. So Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Nagito's dead. This is chapter 19, episode 19, I should say. It's chapter 5, Deadly Life, but it's episode 19 of my Let's Play of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. I'm all thrown off. I don't even know if I said any of that. Thank you guys for showing up for another episode. We're nearing the end. We got probably like 5 more episodes after this in all likelihood, but maybe even less, depending on how I do it. Let's just get into this. It's time for the 5th investigation. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Holy fuck. Nagito is dead. So the combat knife, that looks like a combat knife because you look at the handle, the grip. It's also very sharp on that one side. Those are usually combat knives. They're usually used in military. So that probably came from the military base, but it also could have come from the Octagon. One of the ropes is, like, burnt off from the fire, it seems. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. You have the spears from the, what was it? Nezuko Castle, or whatever it was called. Nezuki Castle. I think it was Nezuko or Nezuki. But, something like that castle. You have wounds on every limb except his right arm. Like, very violent wounds. That was torture wounds for sure. So, like, everything with the knife was probably torture. And then obviously the killing blow would have most likely been the spear. Nagito is dead? Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. It just seemed like he was unkillable. Huh? The Monokuma plushie is, like, dead too.
What?
Yeah, I feel you there, Soda. Yeah, pretty much that. And that. Wow, that was a really hoarse scream at the end there, Sonia.
What?
Well, what's going on here?
Are you serious?
Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right, it's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. Even Nagito wasn't lucky enough to finally find true despair at the very end. But even something as small as that... There it is. I was waiting for that.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Oh my god. I mean... Sonia? Maybe? I don't know.
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real?
Hey!
Then Nagito is really dead?
Damn it.
I like how they're all doubting it because it's Nagito. Like, I love that. Because no matter what you want to say, that shows the respect they have for Nagito. That they actually can't believe that he actually ended up dying. Like, deep down, they kind of all thought he was going to make it through this whole damn thing. It's not just that he's dead. The body discovery announcement was made. Does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? Yeah? None of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally. Yeah, that's a good point. It is brutal. And then it's going to start again? Huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right? Then...
Of course!
Yep, we gotta do it! We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is!
Hey!
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right?
Shing!
Then the time for action is now. So allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma fight.
Wait!
Oh, Monami. Hold it right there.
Damn it!
What? Don't get in my way. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
You stupid brother!
Shut up, I can't stand this anymore.
Got it?
How much longer are you gonna keep putting them through this? No more, I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions. Why now?
Hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami.
Hey!
You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? What are your intentions anyways? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know. What? No fair? You're shutting up too.
Please wait!
Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin.
Hmm?
But,
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know, that's the only way we could survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kinda depressing.
Aw, does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually...
Don't worry, the end is near. This is the penultimate chapter after all. And the penultimate episode of the penultimate chapter. Unless the trial is like 7 hours. Huh? The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? Yeah. When that timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what will happen to us? It won't be a bomb, whatever it is. The Killing Tools school trip will be over. It is a school trip after all. You don't just stay here forever.
Hey!
This will finally be over.
You serious?
Does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right?
So...
Once again, the Monokuma file.
It's the Monokuma file!
Alright, the Monokuma file.
Phew!
You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. This ends here. There won't be an afterword at all.
Do your best.
Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, they're setting it up like it's the last class trial. I mean, it's not impossible that Chapter 6 doesn't have a trial. It's not impossible. You know, just because they didn't do it in the first game doesn't mean they won't do it here.
Wait!
Hold on.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? The school trip is nearly at an end. It's safe to think we can go home, right?
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
All right!
Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. Yeah, it's either Sonya, Chiaki, Akane, Fuyuhiko, Kazuichi, or Hajime. I doubt it's Hajime, but... You know, it definitely could be any of the 5. I don't want to rule anything out. We're actually on Chapter 5. It's late. You know, Nagito just apparently died, so... I'm still slightly suspicious, but not... I mean, deep down, I do believe it. I'm more curious about the bloody hole on the Monokuma plushie. Oh, man. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. Whatever it was stuck inside me. Interesting. Oh shit. Kill command. Oh my god, it's like what they did in the first game. It's a special theme for the investigation. It's literally the endgame that's so great that this game has an endgame investigation theme. And it's always metal. It's always way more metal than the normal one. Holy shit. This is how you know you're in the endgame. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Let's do it. Of course he had O blood. He is ultimate lucky after all. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. That's a nice detail, actually. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. That's very interesting, right when the bomb was supposed to go off. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there is multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs and one of his arms. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? Is there no cause of death? There's no cause of death. Interesting. Yeah, it says cause of death, and it just says the victim's Nagito, body was in the plushie the warehouse. Estimated time of death was noon. Yeah, and then spear stabbed in his stomach, multiple stab wounds. Interesting. So the implication is that we don't know when he died. Or, no, we know when he died. We don't know how he died. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. So the implication is that however he died, it wasn't actually the stab wound is where we're going to get to, the spear stab. Yep, we read all this. Yep.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. God, this song is so rockin'. Man, just like the one in the last game, this one might be better, honestly. Kill Command, great name, too. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. We might be able to get the files now, because if we go to his room, maybe, or somewhere, we might be able to find, or on him, or wherever. Although, to be fair, the traitor or the... Well, I shouldn't say the traitor. I should assume. There's a good chance it's not them. The killer could have stole them. Well, I guess you're right. Then, let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers much. Thanks to that, I could properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. I love how even the game's recognizing, like, damn, he actually died. I probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Fifth Monokuma file. Everyone's here, yep. Lighter? Yep, that makes sense. Ah, this is... It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. This oil lighter was placed here.
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Yeah, even a time like this is like one of the weirdest times to make such a weird joke, Sonia.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Okay.
which means...
So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? You think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... the way they set the fire, it ended up not getting Nagito or that area much at all. Which is a lot different from, say, the 5th case of last game. Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach! Hey! No response! He's dead, Jim! Just kidding! I'm not dead! Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? It's almost like the plushie was like Nagito was holding the plushie, fucking Junko style, and the spear went right through the plushie into Nagito, and that's how it got the blood on the plushie, maybe? I don't know. You're mistaking a plushie for me. That there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too.
Hey!
Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? No, that probably all happened. All I can think of is Nagito was like holding Monokuma or just the bear, not even, or the bear was like in front of... Yeah, I don't know. You try to imitate Nagito's body or something? It does kind of look like that, but...
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil!
He's probably lying, even though he's totally not. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know.
I
won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end, even though it feels like outside of eliminating the Monobeast, you really, at no other point in the game do you ever feel like you're doing anything of use.
I can't lose!
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma! Well, that's not suspicious at all. And Kill Command comes back on. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Okay, okay, we can investigate the fire grenades. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... yeah, the fire grenades, yep. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire, they didn't really do much of anything. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Oh man, my voice is gonna be so upset with me by the time I finish this part, let alone potentially the next part as well. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. I'm just making sure here. Okay, so there's nothing else to investigate besides Nagito's body, so let's talk to the people. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. It looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time of death, but the method of murder does.
So...
the time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. Also, yeah, how would someone be able to kill him at noon? Because Sonya would have shown up. But they were talking like it was before noon and Sonya showed up. So they were killed right before and we were all here. Wait, what the hell? Unless it was somehow poison that killed him. Maybe it was poison. Maybe it's going to be poison or something. And the gimmick's going to be like all those wounds were either torture and or a way to make it look like, or at the very least the big stab wound was to make it look like that was the real cause of death. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's time. It's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. That means Nagito died 30 minutes ago.
Huh?
It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it. Happened 30 minutes ago. Was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? So that, I mean, obviously they're gonna say Sonya, but the way that it was worded, it sounds like it actually started, like, it went off before noon, or at the very least she showed up right at noon. I mean, maybe it's possible, but I don't think it's gonna be Sonya based on the way this has been set up. You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
All right!
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time and Nagito's killer, that Sonya's gonna be the one that looks suspicious here. This could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup, sure. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
All right!
And whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs, exactly. Who was supposed to be on the 5th island? Fuyuhiko was on the 5th island. And then Sonya, we know, ended up on the 5th island. So again, Sonya looks the most suspicious. Yeah, that's the problem.
Like...
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. The Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now. What's going to happen?
Huh?
Oh, what's gonna happen?
That's obviously wrong.
This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home.
Jeez.
Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey!
What do you mean, something? Yeah, I really have no idea. If it's a simulation, it would be when the simulation ends, and good lord, if Chapter 6 is when they wake up, like, what the fuck? Or, like, I don't even know. It's gonna be insane to see what happens, though.
Shut up! Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. This is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with the countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You...
And don't bring up strange stuff like that. Chiaki? God, I love this theme. Kill Command is so good! She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You could see a girder right next to it, right? There...
see?
Can you see that red streak? Yeah, that's blood. Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like that's blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. Yeah, like it's a rope line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Yeah, that's gonna be important somehow. Blood on the girder. Talk to Kazuichi. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Alright, and Sonia.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home. Nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after. And finally, let's investigate Nagito's body. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. He was very smart, for sure. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Here we go. Good God, that face. Alright, feet then. Yes, let's look at his feet first, of course. Of course, that's what I'd go for. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. I mean, the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him, yeah, you'd know. To torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? Or it's supposed to look like torture. If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito.
Damn it!
Refusing to let him die easily? I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds, okay. Burnt rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burnt off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. The rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? It's a good point. That is good, a very good point. Let's look at the knife. It looks like there's a tiny bit of blood on the handle, too. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. The killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? Yeah, all of that would have been insanely painful. This knife, it must be from the military base. Yeah, it's obviously a combat knife. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. Sure, same thing.
Well?
It's the type of knives that you'd see in like a FPS with like a knifing option. By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by the same knife. Because it's the type of knife that, you know, military people would have. Soldiers. Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear. I mean, I imagine the stab wounds were before the hand stab, but I don't know when the spear was. Who knows? It might just be designed to make it look like he was tortured. Who knows?
How cruel.
True. Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Interesting. Okay, left hand. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, so this wound looks like a slice. Okay. It's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm on his blessed hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Oh, I love this theme. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered? Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but... there's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand...
Well?
Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. That is incredibly strange. And consistent. You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See?
It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Yeah, I think... Yeah, we have the face. Okay, let's... I thought we had something else. No, it's just the face of the spear. Let's do the spear, actually. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew!
I see. You see, you use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. I'm literally saying Sonia's exact dialogue. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right? Oh my god, wow. Oh, now they're really messing with us, because that was literally what he called the Spear of Gungnir, was what he called when he killed Mukuro in the first game. You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey! Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like... Oh, it was Nezumi. I don't know what I was saying before. I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell! I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle... Looks like that part has blood on it, too. But, for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Yeah, the blood patterns make no sense. It's about the size of a human fist. Oh, it was, the killer was holding it there. It's strange. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later. Yeah, if there's a giant missing spear. Spear of Gungnir. We're really calling it that. Wow. Like, we're really even just straight up making that reference to the first game. They really want us to think that he... Like, that, to me, just further tries to add to the fact that there's some shenanigans going on here, and given which trial this is, which chapter this is, it's interesting. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it, doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth was covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey, hey, hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed! The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man.
No use, she's not listening.
Hey, hey.
About the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. I mean, it's good to know, but that's not surprising. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue, too. I should remember it. Duct tape, interesting. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? It's a scary thought, isn't it, Hajime? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito, there should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Obviously, that's the... I would imagine they wanted to know who the traitor was if it's not the traitor. Otherwise, I don't know what the traitor would have got out of torturing him, necessarily. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to find that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Well, I already did that, kinda. Yeah, I actually already did that before investigating his body, so we're good. Oh, I guess I didn't... Okay, so I still have to... Okay. Okay, so I can fucking investigate this MP3 player now that I was annoyed that I couldn't before. We have Monokuma panel. Okay, so let's start with Monokuma panel. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall... Yeah, they were all together. Yep. They should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess? Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So, maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... Our Russian... Oh, that. Okay. Yeah. Fun times. Could it be? Was that it?
Well,
And there's something else I've been wondering.
hey, hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly. Yep.
So,
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange? That means... We can speculate this was done intentionally. Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know if we need to talk to everyone again, but I really just want to investigate the MP3. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. I'm assuming maybe it was... given the fact that they canonically were acknowledging the song, I assumed it was playing that song. That was that soundtrack. What was it? The... Song of... What was it? Empty Happiness, I think? But why is this here?
Maybe...
Looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started, even though it was way too soft, ironically. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. No mistaking it, that music was playing from... Oh, there's no mistaking it, that music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but... Why was the killer playing music from this? Unless... Huh. Interesting, and it was such a like, oh, this is the end is near, and like, this is really sus music. Very much Scream setup. Okay, so we do have to talk to the potatoes. Alright, one by one.
Hey!
Huh.
Like,
Yeah, we talked about that before already. Oh, the books, okay. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. Sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Also poetry, oh no. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. Okay. Oh, maybe the CDs then. All these CDs, they're all copies of Monokuma's music. They should have been burned too. Oh, I really do have to talk to everyone. Interesting. It's like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is all right, it is not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, I did say I have modern warfare training after all. I just wanted to make sure. That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Yeah, it's super suspicious. Easily, Sonia's the most obviously suspicious person here. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my!
Yeah?
It cannot be!
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch! Excuse me? Sonia?
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry, I was panicking. Yeah, and she just started swearing like crazy? What was that? I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first I was worried someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. Oh. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. Because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought
see.
one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. Oh, interesting. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. So I assume, so maybe the military base was just for show, and the octagon was where the real shit was.
However, that plan was an utter failure.
Interesting.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display.
Huh.
God damn it, all to hell!
The way she's saying that, what the hell? And now she's getting more aggressive again. God damn it, all to hell.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
Interesting.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
Yeah, it's really cute, actually.
Which means...
If those bombs are the same one that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah, that must have been a bomb from the Octagon. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. So, Kazuichi going flying was just for comic effect, which is pretty funny. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along, because that made us not suspect anything. We were like, oh, he had a bomb there, so... He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. Yep, makes sense to me. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. The problem is, his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. I don't know about that, but... I don't really think it's Sonia. You're right, I got it. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Hold it. I'm Phoenix right now. Or I guess I'd be Mia Fey, or Athena Sykes, because I'm a girl. Probably Mia Fey, because I have a huge chest like hers. Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean, it's good to investigate other places as well. She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. I want to go to Nagito's room. I want to go to potentially the ancient ruin. I don't know. There's a lot of places to go. Yeah, the military base, the plushie factory, Izumi Castle, where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room, too. So I'm going to try to do it in that order. So let me look at the transcript again. So we'll do the military base, then the plushie factory. Oh, we're right next to the plushie factory. Okay, we'll do the plushie factory, then the military base, then Nezumi Castle, then Nagito's room. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to the Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
Is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together, not at all. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, there aren't any clues in other areas either. We'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
It's okay if we leave this place. Well, it's okay! My throat is dying. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. And the music keeps popping off. Alright, plushie factory to open it up. I was gonna do it in order, but we're literally right here, so I'll do it in order otherwise. Oh, hi, Sonia. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. We can't click this? Okay. I was gonna say, I wanted to see if we could try it and see if that would do anything. Yeah, manufacturing equipment. That's an enormous machine. It's stopped for now. Okay. Laptop. This could be a big one. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop. Yep. Because he was gonna be dead. Don't tell me he killed himself. That would be a reason to do a pre-recorded video message. God, that would fit him, honestly. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance, yep. That's right. Besides the video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. That thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this? I don't know, I don't necessarily think you are, Hajime. Break room? Break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtain the fire grenades. Anything inside? Okay. I guess the only thing left to do... I guess there's the basket and then Sonia. The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket. But it looks... Okay. So Sonia it is.
My!
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However...
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. What?
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Wow, that's like a weird reference to the first game, too. Do you not think that the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism! How amazing!
All right!
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on! There's a bomb inside these. Wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie!
Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb! That was the last game! And those were real Monokumas anyways!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However...
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? Yeah, I would love to try and get into the Octagon, you know, clear the final dead room, do all that shit.
who knows?
I wonder. I'm gonna give you guys a hint, and you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
Tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait!
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. I might need to get more water. My throat's dying and I just finished my water. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it!
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Okay. So... I mean, we'll go to the military base next, but when we go to the 4th floor, we'll go to both the Octagon. We'll try to go to the Octagon, see if we can, as well as Nezuko. Why do I keep saying Nezuko? What is it? Nezumi Castle? Something like that. Fuck, I can't remember the name of that damn castle. I want to say Nezuko is like a... I've heard that name before, so I feel like it's the name of a character or something. But I don't know. I cannot remember the name of that place for the life of me. Alright, so here's the military base. So we'll do military base next, then we'll do the 4th island stuff. I want to save Nagito's room for last. Yep. The dreaded full helicopter. The one that executed Teru Teru. Okay. The bombs were fake. This might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Okay. Check the truck with all the weapons over here. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa!
Ah, found it! What did you find?
Huh?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife, and yeah, there you go. Wait, that's... yeah, like the murder, yeah. Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe...
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right!
The killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. Everything's pointing to Sonia. Oh, God. That's everyone, though. I know, but she spent time here. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Alright, let's talk to Kazuichi.
Man.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening.
Hey!
Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. Easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Oh, it's this truck I was supposed to investigate, I guess. I tried looking through the truck bed. It's empty, nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
Ah, that was where the bombs were, of course. Yeah, we just read that. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. I mean, not really based on his second message. No, never mind. He said as much in his message video, yeah. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. Now, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. It's possible. Alright, so that covers the 5th island, so we really don't have anything else to check out here. Let's do a quick pet check. Oh, that's a lot of shit. I'm sorry, Chibimi. We have been leveling up lately. We're about to be level 58 at some point soon in this investigation. Oh. Ah. Damn, another shit. Goddamn. Shitting like crazy over here. So we'll go to 4th Island now. Yeah, Nezumi Castle. Yeah, and I want to try and see if I can get into the final dead room after this. And there is, in fact, a spear missing, yep. I want to check this. Password into the ancient ruin, but the important part is erased. 11037 is what I think it is, and I just realized something, and I had the thought earlier in the previous episode, I believe, but I didn't want to say it because I was thinking, oh wait, because the end part, but then I remembered exactly, like, how that went down or whatever. It's the fucking Leon code. It's literally the fucking Leon code from the very first case of the first game. How it was Leon backwards. Like, what are the odds of that? What does that mean? So that's like such a, like, fuck you, like... Did Leon somehow know the code? Was that all like a twist? Was he actually not writing, or was Sayaka knew the code? Like, what does this mean? Because if that is 11037, it's literally the Leon thing from the very first case. The thought crossed my mind, but for whatever reason, it was the ones that confused me, but it's just missing the line, yeah. That's so crazy. I think it really is 11037 because I bet that's not a coincidence, yeah. Nagito was the only one who found out the password written here, and he apparently went inside, but now that he's dead, are we unable to get the password? No, we should deal with that later. Yeah, because here you actually can see it better. And yeah, it definitely looks like 11037. No. We should deal with that later. Right now, investigating the case comes first. Yep. This spear is definitely it, right? Yep.
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it. Yep.
Also...
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. Yep. No mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been it would have been easier too. No way, a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose the spear for a reason. What could that reason be? It's a good question. I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. Just feeling that strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. It's possible Nagito killed himself. It's not... I mean, I don't know how he would have set it up like that, but it's Nagito we're talking about. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet, so it's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Okay, so I don't need to...
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
It's possible. I mean, if that stab wound somehow didn't kill him... Just want to make sure there's no Monokumas hiding anywhere. I don't see any. So I want to at least try to go to the funhouse. If the game stops me, the game stops me, but I want to try. It's gonna let me go in the funhouse. Or at least this part. Train? It may just take me to the funhouse, but... At the time I knew... But it's not working anymore, is what it said. At the time, I knew it was a trap, but I still hopped on without trying to prevent it. Because of that, Gundam and Nekomaru were sacrificed. The only thing we can do now is accept the truth and move forward. So no, we can't get back to the funhouse. That's unfortunate. I wanted to try, but it looks like, yeah, we can't access that anymore. Damn. That actually really sucks, unironically. So now we gotta go... Yep, Snake Chemi, there she is. So now we have to go, if I'm not mistaken, to the first island. I don't think we have anything else to check. I mean, we could try going to the ruin, of course. But... will it even let me go to the second island? Yeah, it does. It does seem to let me go anywhere right now. I mean, it's worth the poke. I mean, the ancient ruin is pretty... it's right near there. I know I can quick travel, by the way, for anyone who's wondering. Just take a little peek here. I'm sure there's nothing to do, but... okay, yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything of note. I just figured I'd take a peek in here, because it would be a, it is the ancient ruin, after all. Oh, the end draws ever nearer, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm sure you guys are as excited as I am. It's kind of crazy to think that we're so close to finishing Danganronpa 2, but I'm so excited and nervous to see where this damn game goes. I can't believe Nagito's dead. I still haven't fully accepted it. I don't know if I should even fully accept it, knowing this game and knowing Nagito and just everything going on here. Man, I feel like we barely even walk around these places anymore. First island, crazy to think about it. Yeah, unlike the first game, I mean, I guess we usually start on the first island because this is where we live, but the way this game's structured, you can actually go to places without, you can actually, like, outside of the first island, you can actually go to places, like, in the last game, you kind of had to, well, clearly this is Nagito's house, because here's Chiaki and here's,
Hajime.
Monokuma. Ah, Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy, tough crowd.
Then do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that. Right?
Now then. Fa-fa-fa-loose!
Yep. Classic Monokuma.
Bye-bye!
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. This should be interesting. Nagito's cottage. Well, holy shit, Nagito fucking stole Monami's treasure chest. Treasure box. And also I saw Monokuma in the shower, which is something, but we'll get to that in a second. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope? Becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us? No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. It seemed like he did, but I don't know. It was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well? Interesting, we can hit the window. Can we? We can hit the fridge. There's also books there. The files might be in there. And there's damn Monokuma over here.
No.
Interesting that that's considered a Chapter 5 one. Very interesting, actually. Shower room. It's structured just like my room. The shower room is over here. Looks like there aren't really... Yep. An unexpected. I want to get all the unsuspecting things. The bed. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but...
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Wow, that was actually quite direct. I like it, Hajime. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. Oh my god, actual porn. What is this? Why does the picture look so realistic? Very weird. It's a gas mask and rubber gloves. Yeah, it looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves? He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? A gas mask and rubber gloves. What? When we leave the game, the air purifiers go off in the... When I die, the air purifiers go off in the physics lab. Bro, what the fuck? Could this have been for Hope's Peak? Oh my god. I'm actually... My eyes got a little watery on that one, because if that's actually what this is, then that's insane, because that would confirm that that was, at the very least, the Hope's Peak that we were in Danganronpa 1. Well, that's insane, even just to think about.
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. No way there's more. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. Yeah? I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait. Time out.
Might be too soon to decide that. Interesting. I'm almost wondering if it was like holding a tablet. Could have been a suicide pill, maybe, if he somehow did kill himself. I don't know. Doesn't really... I don't know. I doubt that's it, but it looks like it's the size of a pill, or at least the shape. Guess we don't really know the size because it's a video game, but... That was a lot more productive than I was expecting. Let's check the window. The basic layout is just like my cottage. Yeah, okay. So we have 3 things left. Let's try the refrigerator. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself, or he's lucky. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? I talked with Chiaki. I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. What the hell's in here? Oh! Did he really actually poison himself? There isn't really much inside. I think inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. Monokuma's special poison. For poisoning use only. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. It's possible the gas mask and the rubber gloves were for the poison. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. So stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. Oh, that's a long label. Hope we actually read every line. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle, so he must have also picked this up from the Octagon. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Jesus.
Hmm.
This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But when did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too. Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items, because he cleared the final dead room in the life-threatening game. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial. Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? He's the ultimate lucky student, he wasn't worried about it. Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh? He hasn't used it yet.
See?
As far as we know. Oh my god, you're telling me he actually killed himself. He totally killed himself. What the fuck? He really did. I mean, that's so fucking Nagito, though. Looks like this bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? That's also possible. Could be Hope's Peak itself. Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died? If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Interesting. I figured there'd be something of interest there in the bookshelf now. Is there potentially a file of profiles here? There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap on the stuffed on the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. God damn it, I really want to go through that. Alright, time for the treasure box. A fancy-looking treasure box is covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Ah, could this be... Yeah. Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. Yep.
Perhaps.
That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means... the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. What a shocker. Why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it'd be good to see what's inside. Can we open it without the lock?
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. Might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? This wasn't important. Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. Usami General Purpose Notebook. Grade, class, number, name. All blank. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? Well, try opening the notebook. Get the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. So cool. Is that say Byakuya? Byakuya became the something. Everyone's tired, something of things happen. Bad guy, Monokuma, and then drawing of... I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Huh. Contains sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that look like chicken scratch. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Yeah, it seems like Usami/Monami's diary. Wow. Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. Kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the fun house for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room? What? Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook. I mean, I guess Hajime was thinking about going into the final dead room, but the way that that was worded and the way Hajime reacted, yeah, the implication is that it was a bit more of a try than he actually gave. Whoa! Out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you!
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
This notebook is here. Then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Hey, hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way.
Ta-da!
That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
Hey, you're a liar! Oh my god, just all the clown show arrives. You always show up out of nowhere!
Why you?
Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook.
Yaha!
After all, Monami can't even write! Oh. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I could write letters easily. I could finally write the letter B. Oh.
That's wrong!
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Who the fuck wrote this?
Phew!
See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too.
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. Looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? You said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me, I'm gonna cry and run away like I always do when things get awkward. Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
Same pattern as usual. Looked like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, might be better that I didn't ask her. Huh. That is very sus and very scary. Oh, there's still something else. Huh? Oh, did I not talk to Chiaki?
Hmm.
Our time for investigating is winding down.
So...
Well, yeah, but we already investigated everything else, so maybe we do the bookshelf now? The genres and the types of items are all so random. I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So I'm assuming the profile is there and they wanted to make that last. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know. There might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. Even though I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Oh shit. Huh? Yep. Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal! Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department, had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. It's possible. I opened the file and I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. This really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? Oh shit. They can't cuck me again. He's actually reading it. If Hajime's reading it, they gotta show us. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was also information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyahiko, Akane, and Sonia, and everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. Can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. There was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? Okay.
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. Not just my profile. Profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? I'd love to read Byakuya's profile in particular. Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file. We actually see it! This game is trolling! Chiaki and Hajime are literally reading the file and we're still not getting the information.
You're right. My profile is really in here.
Yep.
But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Nope.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah, nothing very specific.
If it's not written in there... These profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Makes sense.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Huh. Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but it's gonna be skinny Byakuya then. It's got, I would assume, right? It's gonna be Byakuya, right?
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
Byakuya or Nagito? Who are we talking about? His.
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Is it Byakuya? Nagito.
What are you talking about?
Byakuya.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
Here we go! We're talking about it, yep.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Because he wasn't part of your class. And Monokuma appears.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor? Well, there's definitely something super sus about Byakuya because somehow he was in the Killing School Life, survived, and then he's somehow here? But it makes sense that he doesn't have a profile because he wasn't part of this class. He was part of the other class. But what does that mean? And how was his existence? Like, what does this mean? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. Yeah. He participated in the Killing School Life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? Yeah, they keep building up this Byakuya thing. It's been a huge part of this, and I love it because you guys know how much I love Byakuya as a character. He was my favorite character throughout most of the first game. You know, Junko in the 11th hour tried to take that spot, maybe did, honestly, but I adore Byakuya. He was fantastic, and he was so great in this game, too. And I just love that he's been a huge part of this narrative one way or another. Curious to see if any of the other 5 are going to play into this, either. Someone like him, to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the Killing School Life...
Too bad!
It's totally wrong! There's a completely different reason! A different reason?
You're getting all riled up!
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. Well, what do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? Eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. No data, name, address, sex, blood type, age, qualifications, accolades, career, all question mark. Ultimate imposter? Every section was filled with question marks. Could barely be considered a student's profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter. That's Byakuya's true identity! True identity. Interesting. The ultimate imposter, huh? And for some reason, he was an imposter of Byakuya. But why? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami! And suddenly, this legitimately changes fucking everything. Because if this is true, then it's official. Both of the games could exist together. There's no... like, that, like, totally erases so much of the contradictions here. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile isn't filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender are unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. No, I'm not jealous of that at all. Interesting. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time? Apparently? Sorry, apparently? I know I'd say apparently all the time, apparently.
But still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. This is a really deep commentary on the whole ultimate situation. It reminds me a lot of Leon. You know, Leon was the ultimate baseball star and he wanted to be a musician, but he couldn't escape the baseball star, and in the end, what took him down was the fact that he was a baseball player. It's very poetic, and that was the very first killing in the history of this franchise, so it's ironic. But, I mean, we could talk about it with other people too, but, you know, like, Celeste died going after money. She was the ultimate gambler. There's other examples too, obviously. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway...
And yeah, he's a Hope Speak fanboy, so that would probably piss him off even more, Hajime, to think that trying to say that, oh, my life's better because I'm not an ultimate? Like, what the fuck? I'm not that happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right!
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? It's a good point. I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell, because he's the ultimate imposter, yeah? That makes sense. Based on the context, if I had to guess...
No!
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time.
Shing!
But since you guys went to Hope Speak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Yeah, just like the first game.
Phew!
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope Speak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right? So they're saying that the traitor is not actually a student of Hope Speak, or wasn't a student of Hope Speak. Interesting.
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. he is a beast. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait.
Bye-bye!
Excuse me for a moment. I'm about to make an announcement. Yep. Yeah, this is gonna be... All three of these episodes are the three that I've recorded, I think are all gonna be 2 hours-ish, either a little more or a little less. I know the first one was a little over, second one a little less. This one I think will be about a little less, maybe right on the money, depending on how much longer this episode goes. That chime just now. Yeah, we don't have any clue who did it.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is.
That's a good answer, Monokuma.
I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
It's true.
That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
I agree. I think that's a good point. And that's part of why I love making these videos, whether it's the Let's Plays, the reactions, or whatever. I really enjoy this. For me, it's a good use of my time.
So, time's up.
And that's a nice transition there, Monokuma.
We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
And he just straight up said the last class trial. That's implying we're not getting a trial in the 6th chapter.
I'll see you soon.
He just outright said the last class trial. Wow. Interesting. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. Well, what do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? He said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Dude, chapter 6 is gonna be out of this fucking world. If we're not even getting a trial, and the trial has been the climactic element of every chapter, so, but not only for a chapter, but for the final chapter. So if you're saying the final chapter, the climax of this game, which in a way is the climax of the first game and the second game, is not going to have a trial, I can't imagine the writing and the layer of twists and stuff that they're going to pull to make that work. And I imagine like how much voice acting is going to be in that, because obviously they save most of the voice acting for the trial, but if there actually is going to be no trial, how much of the 6th chapter is going to be voice acted? Like, that's hype on its own. Like, I can't even imagine. But that would be such a great, how would I put this? Twist of your expectations. If the end of the game, the last chapter, there's no trial, and it's just a visual novel after this, basically. I would be really impressed just for like how that would mess with your expectations. And like I said, in the end, at this point, as much as I do enjoy the trials, they're great. You know, in the end, these games, you still play them for the story. And I'm so invested in this story. However they want to tell this, I'm down. And that's interesting, because that goes to my main idea. There's really only one reason why I think Danganronpa 3 is an anime as opposed to a video game, and that's because I imagine they felt they couldn't do a traditional Danganronpa game. So I imagine that whatever the deal is with Danganronpa 3, there isn't trials. And because there isn't trials, they didn't know how to make it as a proper game. Now maybe they could have made it as like a normal visual novel, but they felt like they couldn't make a Danganronpa game out of the story, which is why they went the anime route, if I had to guess. Obviously we won't find out with that for quite a while, because I will be taking a break from Danganronpa after we finish this game, because we will do some Ace Attorney, and then we'll jump into a bunch of Danganronpa stuff that section will conclude with the anime. But I can't wait to see where this goes, honestly. This is going to be tremendous, if I had to guess. this trial is probably going to be insane. But I also imagine that if this really is the last class trial, Chapter 6 is going to be out of this world. Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still...
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. Well, I believe that, but that might... I mean, that doesn't mean that this could be the last class trial and that the real plan comes after the trials, whatever it is. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once? I doubt it, but you never know.
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. Yeah, it doesn't mean shit if we can't beat the class trial, if we can't find Nagito's killer. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
But still...
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're fighting this with our friends and possibly the killer, unless Nagito really did it. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Holy moly. We're really about to do this. I am going to massage the shit out of my throat with water. It's 3:20 in the morning, actually 3:18 to be precise. I'm gonna massage the shit out of my throat with water after this episode, but I really want to play this trial, so I very well might. That means I'm getting no sleep tonight if I do.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed.
Stupid fool!
You're making me depressed.
So,
is it going to happen again? The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends? but once we're through with this, we can go back, right? See, that's the thing. He's just saying this killing school trip is over. That doesn't mean our despair is over.
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
We've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops.
You...
What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island? Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
What are you saying? Because beyond this island is nothing but despair?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us!
I'll beat you up!
Damn right, stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized. After losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. Wow! This is... Monami's finally touched her balls? Question mark? And it looks like she's finally being serious. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. Yeah, Monami character development. It took all this time. Holy shit. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different than before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You...
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Mini Maru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Aw, fine.
But still,
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Yeah, no matter how fucked up this world really is. Back to normal. I haven't seen that in a while, not since chapter 3. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. We really seem to have no idea who the killer is, though. My best guess is actually Nagito.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. Sonya's shoes are pink. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survive need to stand and fight. We must fight. Oh man, what's it look like? And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us? Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? What the hell? Oh.
Well now.
Now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough! Just fucking start this already.
Hey!
This is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
It sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
Alright!
And I tell you, he said it, this is the end. That doesn't mean it's the end, it just means it's the end of the trials. And that's if he's telling the truth. Which I think he actually might be. But I don't know.
Now then.
I don't know if this game would be willing to do the final chapter without a trial, though. I don't know whether Danganronpa would be willing to do that. I don't really have much reason to believe it one way or the other because we've only had one game, so there's not like much precedent. Now then, let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. Alright, this is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Oh god. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. That is so gory. I mean, the only thing missing is, you know, red blood. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair, just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up, but there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but that's wild to see Nagito's character like that. There's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out the person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this really is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. Yep. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one has begun. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's get that pre-trial prep music going. Yep. Ooh, light blue. Holy crap, this actually happened. Holy crap. The 5th investigation. And I am reading this on the bottom. Yeah, we're even saying who is the traitor. I wonder if the traitor will be revealed in this or not. It's definitely a possibility. What a freaking episode, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. The episodes are winding down, ladies and gentlemen. In the next episode, we will tackle the 5th and potentially final class trial of Danganronpa 2. I don't know for sure. I think it's definitely possible, very possible, this is a red herring and there will be a 6th class trial like there was in the first game. Or maybe somehow this trial bleeds into Chapter 6. I don't know. Maybe... I highly doubt that, but you never know. But I am so excited for this. You know, that was a really interesting investigation. There were a lot of interesting teases. Not a lot of teases towards this. The one thing... The big reveal we got was supposedly that the Byakuya here was the ultimate imposter. Which means that the Byakuya here was in fact a fake, and the real Byakuya was the one in Trigger Happy Havoc. Which you combine the two together, that means, and I can't believe I didn't even say this before, Byakuya is possibly alive. That still means that all 6 of the surviving 6, so Byakuya, Makoto, Kyoko, Hiro, Hina, and Toko, are possibly all alive. And if some suspicions are correct, one, several, or even all of them are potentially coming to this school, which is insane to think about, but it's possible that we go there. I mean, I don't know where this game is going, but I would actually lose my mind if I see any of them. Makoto, Byakuya, Toko, Hiro, Hina, or Kyoko. I would pop so hard for any of those 6 to show up. It would be absolutely insane. I'd probably freak the fuck out. I'd probably lose my mind a little bit, and I would just be so happy to see any of them. It would be phenomenal. But regardless, for the time being, we have a class trial to deal with, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. I really can't wait to see. My theory right now is honestly, and I don't know how on earth he would have done this, or, I mean, to a degree I know why, but I don't really know why. But I actually, for whatever reason, my prediction is actually Nagito. I mean, it's very possible it was the traitor. It's very possible Nagito was the traitor, and when he found out he was the traitor, that filled him with so much that this was all his way to say he's the traitor. It's possible, because even Kazuichi joked about that. It's also possible that the traitor just killed him, or even someone else killed him. That's certainly possible, but I'm actually running with the theory that he did it, because I'm completely at a loss for anyone else. There's a few things that point to Sonya, but I don't think it's going to be her just because of that, and I don't know. And they're really selling the fact that, like, it's so brutal. Like, who would have come up with this? Nagito would have been willing to do something crazy to himself. And maybe, just maybe, that's all part of this trap. And he's hoping that we destroy his trap and shine even brighter and use him as a stepping stone. I don't know. That's the best theory I got. I'm probably wrong, but we'll see where this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's going to do it for episode 19 of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, my Let's Play of that game. I loved it. I'm so excited for this trial, even though I'm grinding. It's already 3:30 at night. 3:30 in the morning, I guess. I still might play this trial that's probably like 4 hours long. And that means I'm not going to go to sleep until a stupid hour, which is already the morning. But I really am thinking I'm going to go for it. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those of you who have not decided, without any further ado, it's time for me to bid you adieu. You guys know the links are down below in the description to the stuff you want to check out, like Discord and Patreon, or maybe you don't. But anyways, all that matters right now is that the Flamin' Shark is signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I'll see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.